I think we are live. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, we are live. क्या करना था मुझे? हाँ, just a second. थोड़ा सा वेट करते हैं and एक थोड़ी देर में स्टार्ट करते हैं. Should I talk in English? I think I must talk in English because there are many type of learners here, like having many languages. So we'll try. Should I start or no? If the watchers let me start. Okay, so let's learn what OpenGL is first. OpenGL is graphic API. So in the name of OpenGL, name is like Open Graphic Library, but it is not library. Okay, it's not a game engine also, and it's a just application. It's just application used by vendors to like they have personal uses for game engines, for like simulations and many kind of things. Mainly simulation and game engine, of course. Games are so vast and also simulations are also. So now let's see who implements OpenGL. GPU vendors. Why OpenGL is state based? Yeah. So I have to discuss some question. Like these are some question. Okay. So there are some question like what is game engine, what is OpenGL? Let's discuss this. Then we will follow up with the technicalities. Technicalities. Oh man, I'm bad at English. So what is game engine? Game engines is a software system that provides tool and structure to make games. It handles many things: physics, audio, scene objects, input, rendering. For now, we are going to discuss about how rendering happens and like how graphic things happens. So after that, we will follow up with audio, physics, and input. Or maybe within rendering, we will also touch objects and scenes. So what's OpenGL? It's a standard way to talk to GPU. Uh, it sends like what happens is if we have some data of vertices or something like any kind of data, suppose for now, if uh, after that what happens is it sends data to GPU, runs the shader and draw triangles. So when we discuss further, you will understand what this line says, means this question says. Why is OpenGL called a state machine? We will discuss it in the development. But for now, think like that. When we have some ID, right? And when we use that ID to भाई अगर आपको भी अभी अगर सीखना है मेरे साथ तो आप भी आ सकते हो डिस्कॉर्ड पे मैं ये लॉबी में आ जाऊंगा या थिंक कनेक्टेड है so why is OpenGL called a state machine? uh, Let me discuss it first again. So what happens is we have some ID and we bind it to some state. Like we have some function depth testing, say it, and we have some ID. We bind it to that ID and we render it. So it's like state by state. It happens state by state. Like we bind texture, then only this texture renders. It is like that. So we will have chat GPT-2 so that we don't mess up. किसी को गलत नहीं पढ़ाना चाहिए. So यहाँ से भी देख लेते हैं. How rendering happens. For example, which shader program is active, whether depth testing is enabled. State program for now, think like it holds the state value until unless you change the state. It is like that only. You will understand when we start to develop the engine. Now, this question, CPU versus GPU, who does what? So, CPU runs your game code, whatever you type in the game engine, it runs there in the CPU, sends command to GPU, handles logic and input. So, I haven't built an engine before, but I have built something like physics simulation or throwing balls or holding gun. I have that repo in my GitHub. I will share that someday because that repo is something like something happened to that repo, but I have built like in OpenGL bonding regions like what we say boxes, hit boxes, and some physics collisions and input bindings. I was going to implement GUI too, but that was hard for me, so I thought to learn together and think about it. So next question is what happens internally when we draw something? CPU sends vertex data. So what happens is we have some code, right? And that code does something. Suppose movement of player. So player moves, but there is some buffer that is used to travel from CPU to GPU. CPU to GPU, maybe let me check. Let me check this. I'll leave it. Let me simplify this. CPU sends vertex data, driver translates command, GPU executes shader, right? So what happens is we have some data. It goes to buffer. From buffer, it sends data to GPU, and GPU executes the shader. Right? Pixels are written to frame buffer. This is buffer. Screen and then screen displays the result. And next question is, what is the graphic pipeline? Graphic pipeline, you can say it is step-by-step process that convert vertices into pixels. So let me show it here. We have some data, right? Some data goes into our application. Application has some this kind of things like vertex geometry program. These are our pipeline. What pipeline does is change the simple data to pixels. So what happens where happens, let's see. First, we have vertex program. Ah, thanks. You can join the discussion if you want to this, include in this project. So we have vertex program. It's vertex shader. I think it's not vertex program. Let me search OpenGL. Most of us will get bored in this live session because it's something like no one wants to learn. But when you get to higher things like in some good companies, like AAA game companies, so what they think is, these basic things like how rendering happens, how optimization you can do, how much optimization you can do. Like not for everyone, but in my case as a programmer, I need to know such things. And many companies also prefer this. So let's see how rendering happens. So let me drag and drop this. Let me do it in Miller Note itself. It's vertex shader, then fragment shader is something else. Three slides look well made, to the point, and don't have too much sharpen. I'm planning on following this journey. Disturb again. Okay, thanks. Actually, I'm learning with you. I don't even know what I am going to do in this, but let's see whatever happens. Yeah, this one is okay. So we have vertex shader, right? Our vertex data from the buffer, it goes to vertex shader. Vertex shader, what it does, it points, it draws the point where our data shows on the 2D plane. Okay. Then we have geometry shader. What it does is it connects the point, right? It connects the point and also generates some different point which is in between those points. So it is something like that. Then shape assembly. Assembly is, as you can see, it's joining this lines. Then test and blending, I don't know. I think blending refers to that when we have so many pixels and like we have to change the color of it. Like we have to decide color of a pixel with the help of two different pixels which are neighbor of it. It is like that. Like you have many pixels, right? But you have to decide one pixel color based on other different pixels. So we have to blend it somewhere. Then we have fragment shader. Fragment shader is for color. Let me let me confirm it with ChatGPT. It would be great if you learn this, like it is good. It's a OpenGL render description of each. Alright, let's see what it gives. Hmm. Yeah, there is something less in this or more in this. I don't know. I need to see. So, as we can see, what is data input assembly? You send the raw vertex data to the GPU, stores the VBO. VBO is something like object. Leave it for now. You sends the data. Just see this. It contains position, color, normal, text coordinates, texture coordinates. Okay. So these are data in some like arrays, and then no transformation. You just data collection, vertex shader, pre-vertex stage. So this is talking about vertex shader in OpenGL pipeline. This vertex shader, it runs once per vertex, right? This program runs one per vertex, performs transformations, convert vertices from model space to clip space. Now, what is this model space and clip space? You have to understand. Model space is something like you have 3D view of the model, right? Then we have clip space. So clip space is what we say, like it's clipped, like you are going to clip it, like cut it, and then you are seeing. So it's 2D projection kind of thing. I will confirm that after like going through all this. I will confirm that too. Primitive assembly. So what happens? What is grouped into shapes? So as I said, primitive assembly is this thing, shape assembly. This is the same as primitive assembly. Names are changed, are like names are changed different location. So then we have geometry shader. This is the geometry shader is not given in this. It's fragment shader only. Think we have to search for fragment shader. Fragments. Fragment color equal to texture diffuse map prefragment test. Let's leave it for now. Let's leave it. Like it's internal thing. What we have to understand is first vertex shader and fragment shader. These two are important, and these things are intermediate things. This, and rasterization. Maybe I will discuss it after like this lecture. So what's fragment shader? The fragment shader is the stage where actual pixel color is decided. So it's about the color, how we give the texture, it is decided by this fragment shader. So in the upcoming videos, when we will try to give texture to a object, like if we have 3D object and we want to give texture to it, we will use this fragment shader. So what is a fragment? Fragment is a potential pixel. Okay, it's pixel. Created after rasterization. Rasterization, as you can remember it, created after rasterization. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I was going wrong way. Sorry for it. Actually, first we go to vertex shader, then geometry shader, then shape assembly. Then we what we does it converts it to pixel. Then we give pixels color, and then we blend it. Sorry for that, but it is what it is. Actually, I was unable to see these lines. Maybe I didn't wear the goggles, that's why. Just wait a second. Yeah. So we have learned about fragment shader and these things. Now, I think that's all the thing that we need to know. Then we hop into coding. So learning OpenGL is pretty hard. Like there are very less resources, and from where I have learned is from a YouTube channel called I think OpenGL. If you ever get stuck, you can watch this. Yeah, Michael Jericho's lecture. It's pretty long lectures, but it is conceptually good, and I would suggest that you only follow this one. Like I have seen this one too, this one too, this one too, but this is the best I can see. And also I will be following this. And if you ever get stuck, you can watch this to understand what mistakes I have made, and you can follow. So also you have a website named Learn OpenGL. This is the website that I use to learn OpenGL, and the same person, this one, also use the same website to learn and to teach. So you can refer this to. Okay, let's go with ChatGPT and let's see how we get our first application, first window, how we create it, and we will further get to rendering. Don't get ashamed of using AI. Like it's the tool made for us. If you are not using AI to learn, I'm talking about learning, not in the development. You can also use it in development, but like if you're learning and like you are lazy, then you should not use this. If you are good that if you have everything in your mind that this happens, then this happens, you can go with AI. Let's first say I haven't installed anything. I haven't installed any library or any uh, program except Visual Studio Community. So also we have to know that OpenGL is pre-installed in our computer. Like they install it for us so that they can run some of the graphic things. If it is not installed, you can go to OpenGL website and install it. I don't think so anybody has that problem, but if you get any problem, you can go to OpenGL website and install it from here. Download OpenGL and you can download it. What we will be going to discuss is OpenGL 3.0 or upper version, because after that there is no, like basics is same from the 3.0 version. Before that some things are changed, so don't go for older versions. 3.0 and above is okay. So what we were doing is what do we have? Okay. So what we have to do is this thing. We have to install glfw and glad. So what glfw is for window and input. For input like mouse input and keyboard input, we will use this library, and for like OpenGL function, we will use glad. And also there is Win32 API. Win32 API is like okay, but tutorials and other things like guides are not available, so don't go with this. Better to go with this. Okay. Also, as you can see, GLFW is industry standard. So yeah, let's go with GLFW. So let's start. Create new project, console app. Okay. Then next, it's console app, right? Okay. OpenGL tutorial. Then next, anything to select here? Okay, let's create. Guys, you can join my Discord if you want to include yourself in this project. Like साथ में काम कर सकते हैं यार. Let's go to glfw.org. So if glfw download, just search this, and the first website is glfw. Go to this website. Binaries, or I think we have to download binaries, right? Precompiled binaries. Okay, 64-bit. Then we have to extract it. Let's extract. Okay, I have extracted file. Then what we have to do is, you will see folder like include lib vc 2022. Okay. Step 3, add glfw to Visual Studio. Include directory. Right click, project properties. Go to here, right click, properties. Okay. Then what? Then configuration, all configuration. I think I'm wrong thing. Right click, properties. What's this? So where do I will get this configuration thing? Build. I think it's there. Edit view properties window. Ah, it's not there. Okay, project properties. It's there, not this project file. Okay, I'm sorry. I clicked on the solution thing. Okay, where is properties? Properties. This is the only thing that I got. What should I do? Ask ChatGPT. Right click on the project name. Okay, this is the project name. Right click properties. Okay, then what? Configuration, all configuration platform 64. Where the heck is the configuration thing? Uh, hey, what are we building today? Trying to learn OpenGL window. Let me search. Configuration platform x64. If you see configuration debug, click it, select it all configuration. Okay. There's no configuration thing like configuration manager, but I can't choose the configuration for it. Maybe this is solution. Yeah, it is in solution thing, man. Solution thing. Configure startup project. Configuration properties configuration. Yeah, this is the thing that I was talking about. Might be. I don't know. Configuration x64. There isn't anything that I can select for this menu, like what ChatGPT say. Platform drop down new. Okay, what I have to do is platform drop down new x64. These are the settings that we are going to do. Do you have previous programming experience or this is your first time with the graphics? I have previous programming experience that I built something like a simple graphics app where you can throw ball, you can render things, you have lighting and textures, colors, shader. I have worked with shaders, so I don't have any problem with that. Okay, I think that is the only setting that we needed. Now let's do is- initialization or installation of the package at the library. Okay, settings is done. Let's include the library. Okay, right click properties. We have everything configured. Okay, common properties. Debug source file. And this is project dependencies maybe. Additional include directories. Go to additional include directories. C, C++. OpenGL style. Yeah, OpenGL is hard, I think, but I have some experience with OpenGL, so I'm trying my best. And for Unreal thing, I think Unreal is like I have learned Unity, right? And after that, shifting to Unreal is something bad for me. It's like hard for me now. But I have learned OpenGL like earlier, so it's easy for me. That's it. So what I was doing, I have to include the files, but I don't know where it is. Let me give the shot. Unity is the easiest. Yeah, Unity is the easiest. I agree with that. It's not that hard. Like OpenGL is okay if you know C, C++ programming. It's kind of hard for the first time, but if you are doing it second time, you have to only think about the settings and you know what code are you typing, what thing are you going to do. So it's not that hard. Okay, just can see these are dependencies. What I have to open is solution OGLT. No, I'm just doing it for learning, not for like making games. I can't build my own engine. I also know that. It's just for learning purpose. Because many companies ask for like if you know OpenGL or not, because it is good for optimization. If you are going to AAA title games, they ask for OpenGL. So what I was going to do, OGL tude, select this one. Yep, properties. Okay, the dependencies, no packages, global generals. Okay, Then what to do? At the top, all configuration in x64. Okay, there's nothing like that x64 thing. Leave it for now. Core analysis, no. Packages, licensing, build, application, dependencies. I think that will be in dependencies. Let me give screenshot again. Check where I am. It might be boring to some guys, like, but it is what it is. It is boring. Hell no. Let's make a new project. On save. I have this project that I have made, like it's not working now. It's some problem, but I can open it for you guys. Here's the solution. I don't even remember where did I put the solution, but let's run it. There are many problems in it. Yeah, many problems. Might be I will solving it in later stream. Let's get with the new project. Console app. Okay. Console app. .NET CPP. Yeah, this one. Create. Am I going wrong again? C. Build. Configuration manager. X64 debug now. Release. Okay. Close. Import out this one. Properties. Yeah. This is the thing that I was talking about. Linkers. Okay. We have everything. Now we have to include GLAD in this. GLAD and GLFW. So those are libraries that we have to include it. Let's see how it happens. Okay, I have made a new project solution. Give me steps to add the libraries. General additional include directories. Okay. General is inside general. Okay, linkers general. It's not there. It's not there. Where should I go? I think C, C++. Okay. General. Additional include directories. Okay. Then paste this. Okay. Let me paste this. Okay. Click OK. And then what we have to do is add glf to w library directory. Okay. So we have to go to linker, general, additional library directories, linker, general, same thing, properties, linker, general, additional library directories. Is it there? Let me ask ChatGPT again. Linker, general. I'm in a linker, I'm in general. Where is additional property thing? Ah, sorry. My bad, my bad, my bad. We have to add this. Let's add this. GL will go VC 2022. VC 2022. I have to remember the version because if lib VC 2022 changes, I have to change something in the folder like what I have downloaded. Add additional dependencies very important. Linker input, linker input, then okay. Okay. Value column edit. I don't say anything. Additional dependencies. Click the value edit. Oh, sorry. No. Okay. It's hard to like add libraries, then everything will be okay. Like we will get code from GPT and we will discuss what codes we are writing and we will understand it. Go to C plus C, C plus plus general. Again the same thing. Okay. Properties C, C plus plus general. I have to add this both path. Uh, Additional include directory as directories. Where include directories with an include directories. Okay. Let's see. Let's ask just ChatGPT. Am I correct or wrong? Okay, I've added a GLFW, but I have to add both. So edit, not only GLFW, but both. Add this. Is there a way to copy it and paste it? Will it paste both of them or like one? Not pasting. Fuck, bro. Literally, the hardest thing that I have seen in OpenGL is setting up this thing. There's so many libraries, so many things you have to include by yourself, and I have like never done this. Let's recheck everything. Maybe it's hard. Not like I don't know what to do now. I'm stuck here. If someone can help me, I open arms. I will accept it. Project type most important. Check in the solutions for finding the CDP not as okay, these are checked. Include directories, header. Go to C additional include directories. You must see both lines. Oh, I don't have both lines. How do I will add both lines? Okay, let's copy it and paste it here for now. Library directories. Okay, this one is okay. I have done this, and also this one is okay. Now these are some setups like which are so much worse to do. Why don't they create an app like it automatically do setup for you, include libraries, everything? Click on okay, C C++ general additional include library. C C++ general additional include library. I'm in directory. Library or directory? Okay, directories. You will see small pop-up. Click new line icon or press enter. Add this. Okay, I have to do this. Drop down. Edit. Okay. So this is how it happens. Like I'm the new person to this, so I don't know like how this thing. But here we have to include library. Like I didn't know that you can add libraries like in lines like that, not like on commas on basis of commas or something. Copy it, paste it. We can't see library. Okay, it's also not there. But how it can get mm, new line? Okay, just let's add it by name. C colon libraries glad include C colon libraries. glad and include. Actually, I think what's the problem is that I haven't downloaded and set it, uh, put it in the file manager, from the file manager to the solution thing. That's why it is not loading this. Might be reason. I don't know. Glad slash include. Okay. Yeah, that's how we do. Like this colon, semicolon. We do this with the help of semicolon. I remember. We can do also. Man, what the? Okay, let's see. We will keep libraries outside the project and only add references. Create this once, if not already. C/library. From the glfw zip, you download it, move it. Okay. C then libraries. Oh, I remember I already have that thing in the C, this PC. C, I think I have that libraries. C, right? Just give me command prompt thing. Just gives memory command to create this folder. Okay. C libraries should have to be there. Yeah. Libraries, glad and GF window. Let's take them side by side and input it. Let's see. We have this extra GLF zip and glad. Let's download glad too. Glad and GL. Download. I think it's all for today. We will continue with tomorrow, setting up this and also running our first triangle program. And yeah, we will further move on to texture rendering and then I think first colors, giving colors to the triangle, then texture rendering, then for lighting and shaders. Yeah, for lighting, and then for loading our 3D models, 3D objects. Then we will go to physics and maybe we build a game engine. That's it for today, and let's end here. I will tell you how to set up this. Like, I will first confirm this and then I will tell you. That's it for today. Bye bye.